And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Auburn's offense will take the field first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Payne. Under fire. A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
Bringing the heat. Caught behind the line. It's 3. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd and goal from the 14. Looking to throw, it's Payne. He's got it on the run. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Here's a heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spend the magic beat.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Salter. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Looking for a man. It's Lincoln. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's got the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Running back searching for a hole. Powers through the defender.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. You can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Caught in the backfield and straight.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just... Oh, he's got some space. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Witherspoon. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but...
Touchdown, Ohio State! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other could have a case for the #1 spot in America, fellas.
Thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play. Looking downfield, it's Payne. Rushes on him.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Looking for a huge play. He's got it on the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Puts it out of the air. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Back to pass, it's Payne. Throws for the tight end. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Going right to work up top. The screen, and watch out. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. This time they'll go to the running game. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. And the Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Right back to the well. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. He's up to 51 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. On the move, it's Salter. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football. You can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After the run, now to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll bring it out. It's not. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Wells. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. So now it's second and long. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Payne. He's got him in the flat. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Timeout called here by the defense. First of the half.
I just don't know how you go wrong with bringing more speed on the field in third down situations. You go dime, you bring 6 defensive backs on the field. Now, not only do you have better guys to cover, but when that QB goes into scramble mode, I got a bunch of fast little guys that can catch him, get on the ground, set up the 4th down and shoot him.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Pressure coming. And the defense, got him at the 27.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable, try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Makes the catch. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Lincoln. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Coming out with it, it's not. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Carl. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Turning it on! Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field. Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward.
Right, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to this.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the beatdown has ensued. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Payne. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He gets a block. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to come in.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, you got to get the football. Offense very lucky to get that football out.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Salter. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Lincoln. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Ohio State, 42, Auburn, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Got his man on the outside. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Auburn going to work with another first down. That's caught. It's Wells. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
To the air, it's Payne. Hauls it in. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying play action. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
A little release to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done. And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch well, but the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They built a cushion. They built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Roper. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Henry. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Fires to the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
You know, on a play like that, third and short, as a quarterback, you're looking for your easiest throw and your shortest throw, and that's to the tight end. He's a big target. He makes the catch, and now the drive stays alive.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have successes.
Backs going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Henry. It's complete to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll start this drive with a pass. Shoots it to the left. With the catch, it's Stout. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on first down. Fakes to grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Wants to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Stout. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Got it in the middle. It's Stout. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal. It's complete on the right side. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Henry. Complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he bats it away and falls incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Now, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you can tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And back to the air on second down. Soft spot in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They booted away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.